Hello, my name is Erica, and I'm the Dyslexic Trekkie. As you might hear, I am still dealing with my cold. It's settled in my chest, so I have a feeling I'm going to sound like this for a bit longer. However, the show must go on. Ensign Bradbury is at his station, ready and unwilling to do his part. This week, I'm going to be discussing an issue that might be difficult to hear. I love this franchise. I love the ideology. Most of all, I love the hope it promises, but it's not perfect. We have to recognize those flaws to best understand what they may mean. To do that, I have to start off with a little history. The ugly laws in the U.S. made being unattractive an actual crime. They were in effect from 1867 to 1974. People could be jailed for being unsightly while in public. By unsightly, that could include deformities or being disabled, but also included people who didn't present as the gender they were perceived as. These laws are now either no longer on the books or are considered outdated. Thankfully for me, I both have a deformity and don't fully present as my perceived gender. So what does this have to do with Star Trek? It's a shining beacon of future well-being. All people are welcomed and accepted. Well, true for the universe, but not always true for the fans. There's something I keep running into whenever I look up images for Kes and Neelix. I keep finding an image relating to the actor who played Kes. Apparently the woman committed the most unspeakable thing an attractive woman who's well-known can do. She acted stupid while drunk. I won't share the image here, but it's a mugshot of her after the incident. It doesn't matter what I look up for Kes, there it is, but then there's Neelix. I remembered seeing years prior how people called him basically a pedophile for being in a relationship with Kes. On one hand, I get it. Ethan Phillips was around 40 when the show aired, and Jennifer Lynn was around 21. Yes, that's a large age gap, but this is TV, and they were playing aliens. The argument was Kes was only a year old. Who knew how old Neelix was? She was just a baby, right? No, she was an adult by her species' age. The gap was a lot, but she would have died before their age gap would have been reasonable. People were so happy when the two broke up, but funny thing, when Tom Paris became interested and in an alternate timeline had a baby with her, no one cried cradle robbing. I've said I have no capacity for what makes a man attractive, but I know why people were fine with Tom and not Neelix. And no, I don't think it's because the actors were closer in age. He fits what people generally call attractive. Kes committed the crime of being attracted to someone people saw as unattractive. Yes, Neelix is annoying at times. I like the character, and I'm more than willing to admit it, but the man himself shows his devotion to the crew and Kes time and time again, even after they break up. But it's not good enough. He's ugly. This isn't the only case. Who remembers the first Trill? He had thick ridges on his forehead, so where'd the spots come from? Well, Terry Farrell got the part, and the producers went to makeup and said, I have a pretty actress and I want to keep her pretty. This is also how Bajorans got their noses. Fun fact about Terry Farrell, Jadzia Dax died because producers wouldn't work with her when she wanted to explore her career outside of Star Trek. Why? She was a pretty face. They couldn't afford to lose her. I'm not stupid. Star Trek is an industry, and up until recently, it was seen as an industry for socially awkward, nerdy men. Now we're permitted to have socially awkward, nerdy women. Yay me! The producers of the franchise are driven to create something that will fulfill our fantasies. If you want to see my sister's take on this, I'll share it in the link in the description below. She makes good points about the cat suit. I personally thought Neelix and Kes were kind of cute together. They balanced each other out. She had a fanciful nature, but she was also very realistic. She understood the awe and wonder of space, that important character that lets us all be a part of the show. And Neelix, he was a realist. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Voyager would have never survived that first year without Neelix. To have him treated as though he was some pervert for being in a relationship with someone prettier than him was uncalled for. Thank you for watching. If you like this subject, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any thoughts, feelings, or ideas on this subject, please share in the comments below. Again, my name is Erica, and I'm the Dyslexic Trekkie. So this week, I'm going to be discussing... Yeah, Mommy didn't do all her work. Ensign Bradbury's annoyed with me because I forgot to look up a date. Of course, he's in the right this time. People could be jailed for being unsightly while in public by using... Yeah, that was mean of them, wasn't it? Apparently, the woman can miss... Well, you're gonna have to stay here, baby. Yes, that's a large egg gap. Don't like eggs with gaps in them. It's not nice. And no, I don't think the fact that the actor was closer in her age... Well, it wasn't. He fits what people generally call attractive. Well, he does. Okay. Honey, the more you bitch, the longer this is going to take.